Hello, my fellow Ragers, and welcome back to yet another outwardly experience. Okay, so today we will learn how to make a custom chat system. The already defined chat system is pretty ugly. Let me show it to you. Hi, how are you? Now this is how it looks. The name with an underscore, a colon, and then the message. It looks pretty ugly to me. Now let's say you want to create your own chat system. Something, let's say your name, and then says, and then the message itself. So how can you do that, you ask me? Let me show it to you. First, let's create a folder where we will keep all of the chat functions, commands, etc. in that folder itself. So let me create a folder. Add new folder, let's call it chat, and inside chat we will create a class. The name of the class is going to be utils because all of the functions will be residing in this class. Let me add the namespace. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go, finally. We will create a function which fetches all of the players nearby a certain radius and then sends the message. So public static void prox detector. The parameters that I'm going to pass in these functions are as follows: the player, then the message, then the radius, and then a color, because we want the message to be color encoded as well. Now, first thing that we are going to do is we are going to fetch the list of players near the player passed in the function parameter. So let's create a list, and the generic type is going to be of player. The identifier for the variable, we're going to call it nearby players, and then we'll actually fetch the players now. So nepi.player.getPlayer in radius of player. The parameters are as follows. First, its radius, and then the player with respect to, we need to find the players. So first we'll add radius and then the player, both of which we get from the parameter list of the function. Now we will iterate through all of the elements present in this list using for each. So for each, and then item in nearby players. Nearby players. We're going to check if the player's dimension and the player from the parameter list dimension are same or not. So if item dot dimension is not equals to player dot dimension, then we will simply continue. That means that if the player's dimension are not equal, then we will not send the message. However, if they are equal, then we will send the message. So item.send chat message, and we will now format the message. First, we will add the color so that the color is encoded, color, and then we will add the message. These two variables are from the parameter list of the function. Now we have our function ready. Now we'll actually use the function in the server event chat message. Let's create another class in the folder chat, and we will call this core.cs. Inside core, let me just add the namespace. Let me inherit script. And now we will make the server event. Server event event.chat message. After the server event attribute, we need a function that triggers it. So public void on chat message. Now the parameters for on chat message is first the player, so player, and then second the message. Now we will simply call this function that we just created. So it resides in, first we'll write the folder name, so chat dot utils dot prox detector. Now let's add all of the parameters. First it's player, so player comma The message, we will format this message as follows. My God. We will fetch the RP name. We have already created a function for RP name which resides in the folder utils, and the name of the function is return RP name. So over here we're going to call it utils.tutorial tutorial.utils.return RP name, and the parameter is the player itself. So now this format returns the roleplay name of the player, as in it removes all of the underscroll. After this we're going to write says and then the message. There you go. This is how you make, oh, I forgot one more parameter. It's the radius. Let's keep the radius as 20, and let's keep the color as let's say grade 1. We already have a lot of colors over here in the class colors, so we will use this. It's in utils colors, so utils.colors, not here, tutorial.utils.colors.color grad1. So this is how the function looks. First the player, then the message. We have formatted the message. The first is the roleplay name, then says, and then the message. Next is the radius, and lastly it's the color. Now we have our custom defined chat system ready, but there's still one problem. I'll demonstrate it to you what the problem is. Let me run the server first. Now we are in game. Let's test it. Hi, how are you? Now, as you can see, this one, the one which is a little bit grayish, this is the custom chat system that we created. But below that, we have a server-defined chat system. We do not want this. We only want the previous one, this one. So we are going to disable the server-sided chat system. How do we do that? There's a class called server in the namespace NAPI. We are going to use it. So let's head back to our main class, and in the event resource start, we're going to access napi.server.setGlobalServerChat, and we're going to make it false. Now that this is false, the default chat system is now disabled. Let's test it out again. And here we are back in game. Hi, my name is Ronnie. There you have it. Now we have our custom chat system, and there is no longer the server chat system because we disabled it with the namespace NAPI, the class server, and the function set global chat message, or whatever it was. It was set global chat something. Let me see it again. Set global server chat. Once we defined it to false, the server chat system is now disabled, and your custom defined chat system is now ready. And this is how you create your own chat system. You can play around with it and implement however you want it. So if you learned anything in this video at all, then hit that like button, subscribe for more tutorials, and until the next video, peace out.